What's good, YouTube? Sensational Series here, and I'm back with another Tom Clancy's The Division Vendor Reset video. We're here for July 9th, 2021's vendor reset. So let's get right into this to see what we got good for this week. For our first gear items, head over to the base of operations. Here the gear vendor has a prototype performance mod with 6% sticky bomb explosion radius. For our next gear items, we're still at the base of operations. Head over to the advanced weaponry vendor, and here we got a tyrant suppressor. For our next gear items, we're still at the base of operations. Head over to the special equipment vendor, and here we got a Cassidy. Next here we got a black market RPK 74E. Next here we got an operator mask with the talent rehabilitated. Also here we got a tactical vest with the talent rapid. Next here we got a spec ops pack with the talent specialized. Next here we got a prototype performance mod with 4.50% ballistic shield damage resilience. For our next gear items, we're still at the base of operations. Head over to the special blueprints vendor, and here we got a classic RPK 74 blueprint with a gear score of 256. Next here we got an electronics gloves blueprint with a gear score of 256. We also got an electronics knee pad blueprint with a gear score of 256. And also here we got a compensator blueprint with a power level 34. For our next gear items, head over to Kerman's Station. Here the weapons vendor has an extended magazine. For our next gear items, head over to Camp Clinton. Here the special equipment vendor has a Liberator. Next here we got a Police M4. Also here we got a Surplus SVD. Also here we got a prototype performance mod with 2% post critical hit chance. Next here we got an extended magazine. And also here we got some improved iron sights. For our next gear items, we're still at Camp Clinton. Head over to the special blueprints vendor, and here we got a first wave PF45 blueprint with a gear score of 256. Next here we got electronics vest blueprint with a gear score of 256. For our next gear items, head over to Dante's Run. Here the gear vendor has a spec ops mask with the talent refreshed. For our next gear items, head over to Autumn's Hope. Here the gear vendor has an operator mask with the talent rehabilitated on there. And also here we got a prototype electronics mod with 259 electronics and 3,321 health. For our next gear items, head over to the Last Call. Here the weapons vendor has an extended magazine. For our next gear items, head over to the Firewall. Here the gear vendor has a prototype performance mod with 7% support station range. For our next gear items, head over to West 31st Street Checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a prototype performance mod with 6% first aid ally heal. For our next gear items, head over to West 39th Street Checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a prototype performance mod with 3% smart cover damage resilience. And then also here we got a heavy magazine spring. For our next gear items, head over to West 46th Street Checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a tactical mask with the talent rehabilitated. And then also here we got a prototype performance mod with 5.50% first aid self-heal. For our next gear items, head over to West 53rd Street Checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a tactical SA58 if you like this weapon. And then also here we got a rugged mini reflex sight. For our next gear items, head over to East 61st Street Checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone weapon mod vendor has a heavy magazine spring. Next here we have an Omega rifle suppressor. For our next gear items, head over to East 58th Street Checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a tactical mask with the talent Tenacious. Next here we got an operator vest with the talent Reckless. For our next gear items, head over to the Park Ave Checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone weapons vendor has a tactical UMP 45. Next here we got a Super 90. And also here we got an infantry MG5. For our next gear items, head over to East 46th Street Checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has an operator vest with the talent rapid. And also here we got a heavy magazine spring. For our next gear items, head over to East 40th Street Checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a military M60E4. Next here we got a tactical pack with the talent specialized. Also here we got a prototype firearms mod with 258 firearms and 3,076 health. For our next gear items, head over to East 34th Street Checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a tactical mask with the talent Tenacious. Next here we got a vertical grip OD green. For our next gear items, head over to East 31st Street Checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a tactical pack with the talent specialized. For our next gear items, head over to the 5th Ave Checkpoint. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a custom P416G3. Next here we got an operator pack with the talent specialized. And also here we got a prototype stamina mod with 264 stamina and 3,155 health. For our next gear items, head over to DZ4 Safe Room. Here the Dark Zone gear mod vendor has a prototype performance mod with 4% support station healing speed. For our next gear items, head over to DZ8 Safe Room. Here the Dark Zone vendor has a Spec Ops mask with the talent Tenacious. Next here we got a tactical vest with the talent Rapid. Also here we got a tactical pack with the talent specialized. For our next gear items, head over to DZ9 safe room. Here the Dark Zone weapon mod vendor has Omega rifle suppressor. Alright everybody, that's it for our Time Clancy's The Division vendor reset video for July 9th, 2021's vendor reset. Hope everybody tuned into it, found them something they needed. Smash on that sub and like button, y'all, appreciate that. And I'll see y'all with the next one, everybody. Take care, peace.